many hoes does it take to screw the light bulb? Just one. She's really good. Yeah. That's shit I'm talking about. Yeah. Like that. Ooh. Anyway, when are you ready to take it?
We're recording.
We are. Oh, hey. Good evening, everybody. This is the Miss Sapphire and Mr. Mandingo show. Show number 3. The first 2 were excellent. Why? What happened?
It's number 2.
Oh. Wait. Okay. Time out. So the second one, you didn't edit it yet, right?
No, I told you we had to do it over.
So this is number 2.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You're going to edit this, right?
Yes, I'm going to edit this.
Hey. Good evening, everybody. This is the Miss Sapphire and Mr. Mandingo show. Show number 2. The first show was off the hook. You know, my daughter heard it. She's like, Daddy, it's the shit. When we getting on the show? I was like, as soon as you pay your $200 fee. And then she walked away. Yo, they just want money. Good evening, Miss Sapphire. How are you? Oh, all right. That sounds like a bummer. Okay.
I think you already know how I am, but for the sake of the show, I am great.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, you seem like a little bit down. So you know what? I'm going to cheer you up for a few minutes before we start our topic. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, no, we're going to cheer Miss Sapphire up. All right. You know what? You know, people in life, everything happens for a reason. And people do certain things that will annoy other people, but you can't let it get to you. In fact, you know, we talked about having a saying for the show. I have a saying for today, if that's okay. All right. You know what you doing over there? Would you smoke it? And why ain't getting nothing?
I was burping.
Oh, that's loud. All right.
It's really not because I muted the mic.
All righty. Oh, well, my mic sounds nice. Just what? Let me find the saying here for you guys. I'm so professional. I don't have the saying, so I got to wait a second. But it's very important. I always tell people everything happens for a reason. And you know what? Reason, season, time, things like that. Anyway, the saying is, you ready, Miss Sapphire?
I'm ready.
That's right. There you go. You're fucking ready. That's right. Be careful what you tolerate. You are teaching people how to treat you.
Very true.
That is so true. And, you know, just sharing my own little personal experiences and stuff without going into great detail. You know, people are fucking crazy, sis. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. They are. You know what? If I could just get a big tractor and just dig a big hole and stuff and just dump a bunch of these motherfuckers in this hole, I would do it. I'd bury them alive, yo. And he'd be like, no, don't bury me. And I'm like, ras my youth. And I just dump dirt on them. I said, ting, I go on the fuckery. Anyway. See, now we're getting Miss Sapphire back to where she is and stuff like that. She'll be back to normal in 5 minutes. Don't worry. She'll be cursing up a storm and cursing somebody out in a minute. So, but again, like I said,
that's what I should have did on Monday.
I know, but you know what? You did the professional role. Okay. Mm-hmm. You didn't tolerate it. And like I said, good things will happen. Do you know who says good things are going to happen?
Who?
God. Mm-hmm. I spoke to God the other day. I called him because he's on my favorite list on my phone. He's not do not disturb. He calls whenever. So I was like, Lord. He was like, yes, my son. Please look out for my look out for Miss Sapphire. I'm sorry about that. I outed her like I was the feds. And I was snitching.
We're going to have to edit that out.
Yes, we are. I would be like a confidential informant. I'm just snitching and shit. No, but I said, please look out for Miss Sapphire during this rough time. May she continue to be successful and prosperous, and just look out for her and her family. Just good people all the way around. And you know what God said?
What did he say?
He was like, hell yeah, motherfucker. That's right. I got you, my nigga. I got you. I was like, Lord, Big G. It's like, dude, I told you stop calling me G. Just call me God. That's my name, or Earl. I like Earl. But anyway, though, as I was saying. All right, you could, at your discretion, whether you want to edit that out. So it's up to you. I will leave that up to you, man. But the fact of the matter is, my sister, everything has a way of working itself out. Don't let people aggravate you. Because you asked me before how I was doing. And I was like, I'm a little bit aggy and stuff like that. But you know what? I realized, hey, I'd rather be me than them all day long. All right? Ain't no hole big enough. Drop them monkey asses in there. That's right. And I'm talking about black people, too, since we're being racist and stuff. Black folk.
We can't be racist. We're black.
Oh, I've always wanted to discuss that topic. I mean, we're going to do it for another time and stuff like that. I can be as racist as a motherfucker. Let me tell you. I can.
Black people can't be racist in America.
Oh, goodness. All righty. All right. Judas and the Black Messiah. Okay, no problem. That's all right. All right, no doubt. All right. You okay, Malcolm? All right, that's all right. That's good. No problem. But they can be prejudiced, right?
Yes, they can.
Alrighty. Do you feel that you're prejudiced, ma'am?
No.
Honestly. What? Man, listen, I'm prejudiced with everybody. Those little Mexicans that like pedal on up with my food. Like, hey, why is this food wet? They're like, see, I don't know. I know they add stuff to it. And those Chinese people too.
Oh my gosh.
They can barely see, so I get worried.
Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
They be driving 20 miles an hour with their blinkers on. I'm like, dude, speed up. Nigga, speed up. All right, anyway, we got the racist portion of the show out the way. I think we have pretty much offended everybody, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, do we miss anybody, ma'am?
No, I'm not getting into that.
Okay, alrighty. You know what? Anywho, as I was saying. So we have an interesting topic for this evening. If you guys are ready for it. Is Sapphire, you ready to let us know what the topic is, please? Go ahead, you can say it. Come on, don't be afraid.
The emasculation of the Black Negro.
That is right. And for you...
The emasculation of the Negro.
Okay. Well, for you young people that don't know what Negro is, ask your grandparents. No. Negro is the old term for Black people, which, by the way, if I can go off on a tangent real quick, right now they use the term African American. Do you subscribe yourself to be an African American, ma'am?
I subscribe to being Black. Okay.
Well, it's funny you say that because every generation has their own particular name. Like, for instance, this generation is African American. Mm-hmm. Our generation, well, actually, my generation. Actually, come to think of it, do you fall under Black? Honestly.
What does that mean?
Generational wise, because I said everything is generation. So my generation being 54, it was actually Black.
I mean, when I look at what I identify as, I don't necessarily look at it as generation wise. It's what I specifically identify as. I mean, I was born here, so I would be considered African American.
Okay.
But I'm not from Africa. I'm from here.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
So I'd be Black American.
Okay. All right then. Well, many years ago, before you was born, and I came running out, popped out the womb, was like, hey, what's going up in this piece here? You know, they considered themselves to be Black. And that was back to militant times, Black Panther, Malcolm, Martin, all that kind of stuff. Shout out to Malcolm and Martin, wherever y'all at. Good looking out. So there you go. No, listen. Powerful people indeed. Marcus Garvey, the whole thing, Rosa Parks, rest in power, all that kind of stuff. But during my generation growing up, Black was a term that people used. During my mom's time, rest in peace, it was colored. Mm-hmm. My grandmother's time, let's be honest, it was the N-word. Mm-hmm. And not G-A, but G-E-R.
Yes.
So I always tell people, no matter how bad we got it these days, and there's still some issues and stuff like that, no question. Our grandparents and our parents had it a lot worse. So shout out to them for getting through that.
Yeah.
Although, like I saw that last meme about that thing in Alabama. Lift every chair and what? Swing. That's right. I am all for that. They got like earrings and T-shirts and mugs and all kind of shit like that. Boy.
They've been using AI to do some crazy stuff with some really old pictures in the chairs.
Yeah, well, listen. Oh, you sort of one with Malcolm. Instead of the rifle he had like the chair. You know what? We Black folks are creative, boy. Let me tell you, if not anything, we are creative, boy. We can creative and make potatoes out like nobody's business, boy. Let me tell you. Fish too, because Black folks like fish. But anyway, back to our topic. The emasculation of the Black Negro male. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So before you Negroes out there get upset, this is the reason why we sort of brought it up, because me and Miss Sapphire had this conversation a while back about, Black males in this society and stuff like that, the whole sensitive crap and all that kind of stuff. I was talking about like what their attire is and how they present themselves. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of you niggas present yourselves as chicks. So I'm just like, yo, dude, let me tell you.
Remember that conversation we had before we even started?
Nah, I totally went out of my head. I totally forgot. It went out of my head. Listen, it is nothing wrong with expressing yourself. God bless you and stuff like that. But let me tell you, some of you dudes look like chicks. And, I'll be like, hey, baby, how you doing? Like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, dear.
Okay, just for context, he's not talking about individuals identifying with the LGBTQ community.
No. I'm talking about straight Negroes. No. I'm not talking about gay Negroes. I'm talking about straight ones. Yo, let me tell you, I have a coworker at work. Whenever she gets touched, she's like, oh, my. So I was like, oh, my. Oh, good. Yo, you're a dude. He's like, yeah. And I was like, yo, hey, dude, ain't nothing to be proud of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, Miss Sapphire is really getting informed now. She's just rolling her eyes for like the third time. Oh my gosh. God bless her. Welcome back, Miss Sapphire. That's what I'm saying. No, but on a serious tip and stuff like that. Like I said, you know what? People can be whoever they want to be. You can be comfortable in your own skin. Do you. Do your own thing and stuff like that. However, and Miss Sapphire was very nice to bring this up. Like, I didn't know it, but she brought it up. It's generational. And, you know, during my generation, you know, skinny jeans was for women, not for dudes. And I see dudes out there with perms and just fingernail polish and all kind. And these dudes are straight. So, you know, if you fanny farm, that's your business. But I'm just saying. Oh, dude, why you look so annoyed? Yo, is this the way the show's supposed to be? Ooh, yeah, they gonna cease and desist before you know it. What's that? GLAAD, right? GLAAD, right?
What does that even mean?
I know it's a group about it's an organization promoting well, no, okay, let me put it this way: the homosexual lifestyle, right? People who are gay, people lesbian and stuff like that, they have a right to live the way they want to live and in peace and all that kind of stuff. And I'm all for it. There's nothing wrong with it. The name of an organization that promotes that is called GLAAD, GLAAD. I don't remember the exact acronym of it, but that's what they're called. Point of matter is, ooh, what's going on over there? It's like a big sound.
When if I'm burping, I'm gonna turn my mic off so you don't hear it.
Well, when I burp, I'm gonna turn it up. That shows how good the food was.
You can't because I have the controller.
Well, I'm going to ask you to turn it up, all right?
No.
Okay. Ooh, I feel one coming on. Hold on 1 second. No, it ain't working. Don't worry. Give it time. We got about 40 minutes. We'll be all right. But anyway, like I was saying before, back to the emasculation of the Black Negro. Talking about you dudes today. Like I said before, we're not talking about dudes 50, 60 years ago. We're talking about you right now. Like I said, nothing wrong with living your life and doing what you got to do and stuff like that. But honestly speaking, you know, being sensitive and all kind of stuff. I spoke to a coworker about this and she just babbled on about it and stuff. And after a while, I just stopped listening. But it's people expressing themselves. It's about people expressing their sensitivity, which is okay. I can still be that as well too and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe it's the skinny jeans thing and stuff like that. And maybe it's the makeup. Because I've seen dudes with makeup as well too, ma'am. Have you not seen that? And they were straight as an arrow.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
We also have to realize that people and black people, black men,
people of color,
black people of color are not a monolith.
Darkies.
And so the way that they express themselves are going to vary from person to person.
That is true.
No matter how they identify.
That is true. That is true.
So when we talk about how people appear on the outside versus how they act, when I think about the emasculation of the Black male, I don't think about how they present themselves on the outside. I think about how they present themselves on the inside to other people.
Okay, that's a very valid point because honestly, I take the opposite view. I say it's on the outside. Listen, like I said before, all jokes aside, there's nothing wrong with being sensitive. Being a sensitive Black male is a wonderful thing. Black men are not taught to express their sensitivity towards people, especially openly and stuff like that. You're supposed to keep it quiet, keep it down. Don't tell nobody, man up. What? You going to therapy? Yeah, you need therapy for it. So years and years and years, and it's been going on for generations, and unfortunately will continue to go on for generations. But at the same token, same way you look at it from the inside, I'm looking at it from the outside. Inside, you could be as sensitive as a fluffy rose. Do what you want to do. But outside, people are going to expect, and people are going to assume, and assuming is wrong. I got that. But people are going to assume certain things. There are dudes out there that dress a certain way, that dress women that are straight as an arrow. No question about it. Just like there are dudes who dress like I do. And, you know, they get down. What can I tell you? Yeah. Well, I was going to say something, but
no, go ahead.
No. Because you know what? I mean, it's not copyrighted yet. I don't want to start nobody, but you know, I'm how you do it. And, you know, and again, like I said, to each his own. That's the bottom line. This conversation is meant to be serious, and believe it or not, we are going to be serious about this conversation, but we throw humor in there as well too. Just truthfully speaking, I'm the kind of person, and I've told Miss Sapphire this, and you know, she'll roll her eyes and be like, yeah, whatever, dude. I say stuff that people think, but don't say or choose not to say. And that's their prerogative. That's fine. I mean, granted, there's going to be people out there that's, oh, yo, this dude's a jerk. You know what you're talking about. Whereas other people can be like, you know, I ain't going to front. I was sort of thinking the same way as well, too. Point of matter is there's like that. I mean, again, the Black male, especially young black men, to be honest with you, people my age, because I'm 54. You have people do it. They have to dress a certain way and do things as well too and stuff. But, you know, the younger dudes, the younger brothers out there and stuff like that. I hate to say it, but you know what? And I'll be honest with you. I don't necessarily see the sensitivity in these dudes, to be honest with you, even though they might have it, but it's not outwardly. I work with black males, a whole bunch of them. Inside work, outside work, whole thing and stuff like that. I deal with them. But I don't see that. I see them trying to make an impression. I see them expressing themselves, which again is fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. But they're expressing themselves in a way that, I'm just going to put it out there, people can get tight if they want. They're expressing themselves in a way that they would prefer to be female as opposed to male. I said it. That's right.
Are you serious?
I am dead ass serious. I am as serious as a Magnum condom on a penis. That's not a rack.
The audacity.
I know. The fuck? It's supposed to stay there. What the fuck? I'm going to slide off. Ooh, boy, let me tell you, Miss Sapphire, those stories I can tell you. Boy, let me tell you. That whole month, I was sweating. Ooh, thank God. Ooh, so if I see people out there looking like me, I'm like, sorry. My bad.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got a burp again or what? Oh, yeah, you do. She's like, yo, that was a big burp, too. She's like, oh, my gosh. Like ISIS. Shit. All right. Anyway, man. So what say you about what I said, man? Let's be honest. Real talk. Because we can agree. I mean, we're tight on certain things and we agree on certain stuff, but we can disagree as well, too. So,
I mean, I most certainly disagree.
Okay.
I think the way people accessorize themselves to express themselves are totally different than how they act. I'm more concerned with a guy's ability to be able to communicate effectively rather than how they necessarily dress. If I don't like how someone dresses when I'm with them, then that's my decision to not date them. But just like that would be like the case of, okay, I don't want to date somebody who has weight on them or who's skinny or whatever the case may be.
Right.
That's, you know, that's a preference on how they look. But I don't know. I mean, the nail polish, hair. I mean, you had a lot of masculine men who were dressed like that around your generation. The Isley Brothers, Prince.
Okay.
Who's that guitar player guy? He died when he was 27.
Dick Hurts.
No.
IP for really.
You are a fucking asshole.
I thought who it was. I don't know. For the record, for you young people, and especially Miss Sapphire, you're talking about Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
But they were all straight, dude.
And they dressed feminine. They had a feminine flair to them.
They had a feminine flair because that's what they wanted to present, even though everybody knew that these dudes were straight. Okay. These dudes out here, you can't tell.
What do you mean you can't tell if they're straight? Okay.
Once again, man, like I said before, as much as I hate to say it, it's what it's geared on. Appearance is everything. First appearance is everything. You look at somebody, you're not going to like, oh my God, he's a Rhodes Scholar. No, you can be like, oh, why's he got a frilly shirt on? Seriously. I had one boss, it was this dude, right? He would come in like high waters and stuff like that. He's like, yo, he dressed funny. And I didn't like her, but you know what? I had to agree. yeah, that dude dressed sort of weird. But it turns out he was a good dude and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is, and like I said, appearance is everything. Unfortunately, in our society, we don't take the time to get to know the person. We go by what they see. We go by what we see. And if it's something that interests us, then we sort of gravitate and go from there. Listen, I am not the most prettiest person in the world. So I have to use my humor, my repartee, stuff like that. But my thing like this, I'm probably gonna have to edit that.
This is the part. This is the part of the podcast where I feel like we're getting to know each other a little too much.
Yeah, you know what? I share, my friend. All right, listen. If it means anything, dude, let me tell you. And I totally joked to somebody at work one time. Yo, I am a Teamster. All right, I'm a union member. You know what my union is?
What's your union?
Local 6969.
Alrighty.
And we got to keep that in. Because, because Mr. Mandingo on the weekends, he be by himself. But the fact of the matter is like first impressions and first appearances, everything.
So you're not going to pass this episode along to your kids, right? Because I'm going to do a lot less editing for this one.
You know what? My youngest daughter, side note, the first one, I thought she would be offended. She was like, Daddy, when can we be on the show? Me and her partner, they were like, dude, when are we gonna be on the show? They had to play it over. The oldest one, Truthfully, I think she heard it. I don't think she was particularly fond of it. So because I haven't heard from her since. So I don't know. No, but the fact, once again, appearance is everything. As much as it may be unfair and to do that without really getting to know the person in the beginning, that's what gets people. I mean, that's what gets me. That's what gets most people. Let's be honest. And that's fine. And if I see a male that's dressing effeminate, okay, like at work, I got to deal with them. I don't have a choice. I have to. They can turn out to be the nicest person in the world. And I've come across brothers who were all right and they were cool. But then I had other ones that displayed that female tendency, the rolling of the head and the eyes and the switching. And
but we're talking about two different things. We're talking about mannerism and the accessorization of how they present themselves.
Okay, but physically, it's two different things. But in a way, like I said, the emasculation of the African American Negro or the
have men that dress all like traditional. Adhering to the masculine norms of Western society, and they do the same shit too. Yeah, okay, but you know what? But didn't I say before, appearance is everything, ma'am? Yeah, but if you're not looking for, if you're not, first of all, we're both heterosexual people, right? Yes, I am. Okay, so if I like it. Alrighty, so yeah. Shout out to my kids. He gonna be, the youngest one who liked the show the first one. Mortified. She's not gonna like this show. She's gonna turn this shit off. She's gonna be like, I'm not even gonna get a phone call. I'm gonna get like a text. Hey, Daddy, what the fuck? We can't listen to your show no more. Shout out, baby. Love you. So there you go. I don't even know. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? You go into what? Excuse me, hetero person over there. Yeah, you understand. No. Yeah, you do. Don't you know what? No, I don't. It's one thing to say you motorboat titties, but you cannot do that to a vagina. Oh my, you can't? No. It's not. Well, somebody should have told me. Now you tell me. Man, listen. When I was into it, boy, let me tell you the shit that I did. But, we keep going off on this tangent. We stick to this. Like, I don't know why you keep going on tangents and shit. No, because that shit had me fucked up. Like, why would you do it to a vagina? Oh, boy, let me tell you. You're not supposed to blow into a vagina. Oh, man. You know what teabagging is? Yes, I do. Oh, I love that. Oh, my gosh. My kids are not going to listen to this show. We're going to have to bond them to listen to this show. What have I done? Because they're going to be like, yo, Mom, what happened? She's like, I don't want to talk about it. Wait, what can I say? Your... you can say my ex, yeah. Your ex. Mm-hmm. What about her? Have they listened to the show yet? Oh, my ex right now? She's not going to listen to this shit. You crazy? She's like, what, Ross? I think you're not listening to that blood cancer. Fuckery. She's the one who will actually say fuckery. So, to answer your question, ma'am, no, she has not listened to it. No, and I don't think she is. And I don't want to listen to it. This is my time, like when I was married. Like that. Not my time and your time. Shit. Anyway, we keep going off on topic. Stop going off on topic. This is your fault. Yes, it is. Well, you know what? Where were we? So, yes, it is. You know what? Somebody call in and tell us where we were at, because we just lost it. No one can call in yet. Oh, that's too bad. I can't wait for the call. It's what? I can. I'm looking forward to it. All right. I'm just saying. Hey. Oh, back to my voice. Hey, how you doing? Switching back to the topic at hand. Yes. Or getting back to the topic at hand. Oh, I was talking about appearance. Appearance is everything. That's what people notice in the beginning. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, once you get to know somebody, you have an interest in getting to know somebody, then you get to learn about them and know all kind of stuff. But you see somebody in the club, you see somebody in the mall, you see somebody at your whatever, you see somebody walking the street, the appearance is what catches your eye first. And no offense, if dude looks a certain kind of way, I'm going to make that assumption. I could be wrong. I'll be the first to tell you I can be wrong. I've been wrong before about it, but that's what picks up first. But here's the question, though. Yes. If, before we got off on the tangent. No, before you got off on the tangent. That's right. Yeah, you just. I know. You got a headache now, don't you? No, okay. Not yet. All right. Okay. Well, anyway, let me put this in my mouth. Hold on. Sound familiar, right? No, it yeah, there you go. Ooh. You're my backer. Why are you sitting up? Why did you move the mic close so you could lean back?
Because if I'm moving closer, it's going to be in my mouth.
It doesn't have to.
I'll use it. What? This is fine.
It doesn't have to. Why? You're like on the edge of your seat.
Because I'm comfortable. Like, see, it's about being comfortable.
How? You're like holding yourself up with your arm.
Because I want to hold myself.
Why?
You know, for people out there who are listening, right? I am sitting on the love seat, whereas Miss Sapphire took over the entire couch. And boy, let me tell you, this chick is just like sprawled out like she's at home and shit. Whereas I have got my arm extended on the couch on the love seat. Now you're probably wondering what the hell this has got to do with anything. Yeah, I agree with you, but also listen, she brought it up. I am comfortable and I am close to the mic so people can hear what I'm saying.
But you could lean back and sit on the actual chair and have the mic just like how I have it here. Okay.
But again, the mic that you have in front of you is very nice and is very set up nicely. But this, for the third time, is what I'm comfortable with.
Fine.
I'm comfortable. I'm fantastic with this.
Fine.
But I got to burp though. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. It was a false alarm. Yeah, it just missed. Next time, I got something for you. Boy, we covered a lot of stuff in a short time. Wait, let me tell you. Oh my goodness. Either the people are really confused or like, oh my God, they covered everything I thought of. They're fantastic. Okay, but anyway, you were saying, ma'am, go ahead.
What was I saying? I
don't know. I know what I was saying. I got to keep repeating myself, which I get tired of as well, too. Appearance is everything until you get to know the person. And then to be honest with you, after a while, the appearance sort of fades. Because let me tell you, I was dealing with this one chick one time, right? She was hot. Whole thing. So she opened her mouth. I was like, oh, never mind.
I've had that experience before.
Yo, let me tell you, people, that's one thing about being older. You pick up nonsense in the beginning. Shout out to all the older people out there that were like, nah, yeah, son, you're right. People are crazy. Yeah, you just nonsense and stuff. But anyway, we're getting off topic. But
as I was saying,
yeah,
since we're both heterosexual individuals,
yeah, local 6969 Teamster, your union dues are available, ready to go.
Who follow for the most part traditional gender norms.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, okay. You know what? Got something to say about that, but go ahead.
I feel as though I think it's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. For a straight male to look at another male to as how do I say it? To look at their features or how they present themselves if they're not looking for men.
Okay. Can I say something real quick?
Uh-huh.
What do black women do?
What do you mean?
Oh, look at her. Her hair is all fucked up. Oh, look at her. Very rarely do you hear and I've seen it happen. And shout out to the true black women that can compliment other black women because they are out there and it does happen. Black sisters be knocking black sisters all the time, dude.
I'm not arguing
because
that.
Of their appearance. No, but I'm just saying they look at their appearance. They look at their mannerisms. They look at how they present themselves. So what you said about males, while it may be true to a certain extent, it's done with us all. It's done with all races, for the record. It's not just done with us and stuff. All races, I think, do it. But like we've said before, and I think I can safely say we agreed on that, whatever we do gets magnified.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that being said and stuff like that, I get what you're saying. I don't dispute it. But that's just the way it is. If somebody stands out, okay. If you have a black male who identifies as gay, just put it out there for a second. And for the record, I know gentlemen, brothers who are gay. You would never know they're gay unless they told you. Mm-hmm. But then you got other ones that they are the chick. They are the woman. They are the female. They present that way. They dress that way. They switch that way. They do whatever and stuff like that. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Always be you. But like I said before, when you notice somebody's appearance before you get to know them, you're going to make an assumption. I'm guilty of it as well, too. I don't dispute that. Once you get to know somebody, you see where their head is at, and then you go from there. Mm-hmm. It's been going on for the beginning of time.
Yes.
And again, like I said, it may be unfair, but it's something that happens. Listen, you know what happens to 54 years old, college educated, bunch of degrees and stuff. I still get followed around a store. This shit happens all the time.
As do I, which is why I mostly shop online now.
Okay. Well, I like being around people.
I don't.
I sort of figured that out. Yeah, I sort of picked that up sooner rather than later. No, but I mean, again, like I said, with males and stuff like that, it's not that I'm knocking anybody. I'm just saying I'm noticing emasculation of them.
I'm not talking about you in particular. I'm just talking about like how you would hear certain people say things about how even if it's black women that do it, black men that do it. I just think as as a community, I think it's an issue.
Okay, I agree with you. No disagreement there. No, I agree with you.
And for me, I'm more focused less on how someone presents themselves on the outside than the inside.
Okay. One good thing about that is always we can agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. You know, dealt with people, friendships, relationships, stuff like that. They always had to have the final say, the last word, whatever, and stuff like that. And we can, regardless if you may feel a certain way and I feel a certain way, we both understand where the other one's coming from, and we can agree to disagree on certain topics. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I looking more outer. That's just me. But there's nothing wrong with that. Just like there's nothing wrong with you looking more on the inner side. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. This thing, like we said about this show from the very beginning, educate, enlighten, and entertain. We can sit here and crack jokes, but we want to educate people as well, too. And we want to hear people's opinions as well, too, because that's how stuff's going to get done. You know, and, you know, I mean, like I said, it's just about getting it out there and getting the word out there and just speaking to people and hearing what people got to say. And then you go from there, especially people of color.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You identify yourself as colored, Negro, Black, whatever, and stuff, African American, whatever. We're all from the same plate. Mm-hmm. You know, and sometimes I think we sort of not forget it, but don't understand the importance of that. This was a race that started in the beginning. Like I heard some point stuff like that. You know, we were at the beginning, we're going to be at the end. And, you know, people just need to realize that. And we get lost sometimes, but we can find our way, just how we go about it. And part of this podcast, our role in this is for communication, to have people talk and listen. You know, people don't talk to listen, they talk to be heard. Mm-hmm. And we need to sort of squash that, because good information is coming out, but people don't want to hear it because they're so busy putting their opinion on it and they're not used to being heard. And you'll get heard here. We may disagree with you. I make fun of you, but you're going to be heard because you have a right to say what you got to say.
And Mr. Mendingo is right, because where people talk to be heard, people listen to respond, but not to comprehend.
I agree. 100%. Lift every chair and swing.
With that being said,
till earth and heaven reign. Did you have to sing that in school? Man, let me tell you.
Yes. We
dragged that shit out. Let me tell you, that it was a 2-minute song. That shit lasted like 20 minutes. It was like, all right, okay, yo, we got it. Yo, 2 victory is one. Like, get off the stage. Thank you. By the way, that's the Black Negro anthem. Lift every voice and say, shout out. Thank you.
My favorite one is, if the freedom don't ring, the chopper gonna sing.
Oh my goodness. You know what, ma'am? That is so inappropriate. I wish I would have thought of that first. Damn you. Damn you for coming up with something good. And I gotta try to follow that up. Shame on you.
You don't have to try and one me up on it.
Nah, man. Listen. Hey, listen, you know what? Another topic for another time. Competitiveness within the community.
I think, you know what?
No, come on. Seriously.
Okay.
People trying to one up. People do that all the time. What are you talking about?
Very true.
You know what? Listen, instead of me standing a hand up to help somebody, I want to put my foot in their back to keep them down.
Yes.
We do it all the time, man. But that's for another episode, because you know what? Unlike you, I am staying on topic. Thank you. Just saying.
You are most certainly not staying on topic.
Lift every chair and swing. Thank you.
Mine is better.
Yeah, it is. Hey, listen, I'm not mad at you. Yeah, it is. I get you. Anyway, though. But again, like I was saying before, I mean, we're not going to solve every problem with this particular topic and our discussion and stuff, but thinking is so underrated. People just see stuff and they assume it and they go from there, as opposed to just really thinking it out. I hope, if anything, if people listen to this podcast, minus the jokes and the inappropriate humor and stuff like that, think about the fact that it's okay to have different viewpoints, but to talk about it, listen to the other person, and for God's sakes, respect the person as well, too. I think that we have an issue within our community about people not respecting each other and just talking in a way and just all kind of nonsense. I mean, again, I don't know if Ms. Sapphire would agree with me on that, but if you ever watch the news, right, and something happens, I'm going off on a tangent, but there's a reason why. You ever watch the news and something happens in the Black community, they always find the one Black person, right? And I don't want to say ignorant. I don't want to say ebonics and stuff like that, but they always find the one that can't really express themselves in a way that people can understand. Before people go about talking white, no, it's not about talking white. It's about expressing yourself in a way of what transpired or what happened. They always find them. And whenever they find somebody who does speak properly, it's very short.
Yeah. I
don't know if you picked that up. It's very short. It's very brief. Very brief. The person who doesn't articulate themselves in a certain manner, 30 minutes, 60 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 1 minute, they're able to talk. The person that is able to articulate properly, 5 seconds tops.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and people are like, oh, I never saw that. Next time something happens, watch the news and see what happens. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you're going to see that. The Black reporter articulates himself, but nobody talks about that.
Very true.
Okay. But anyway, going off on a tangent. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Now, it's supposed to be heaven, but why they say heaven? Can you explain that to me?
I have no clue.
Sing a song. I don't remember the words because that's what I just sort of like to know. I know the last part. 2 victory is 1.
That's very nice, Mr. Mandingo.
And they say black power. Black power. Thank you. Anyway, you look like you're in thought, man. Is there anything you want to share?
What do I want to share?
Yeah, what do you want to share, man? Let the people know what's up. What's going on with Miss Sapphire? What's going on?
Well, back to the real meat and bones of the conversation. With
you said bone. Oh, by the way, shout out to Labor Day weekend.
You know,
because your mofo's gonna be moaning.
Gonna be what?
Boning, especially the people at first of the month. They ain't got no job and getting their check. They gonna be boning, and they gonna run out of money and go get drunk and lit up, and then just struggle. Invest some of that money. Buy something. For God's sake, throw those Crown Royal bags away. It ain't supposed to be safe. Fuck.
I've never had Crown Royal.
Yo, you need to get some Crown Royal. Let me tell you. Those bags, they can hold everything, boy. Throw those shits out. Shout out to Crown Royal. You know? Yo, we might need sponsors at some point, man. You can't alienate the people, man.
I'm not alienated. I just said I never had it before.
And shout out to Trojan Magnum. Just saying.
Why?
Cause. Okay, can I be honest with you? Going off on tangent?
Sure.
If people use Trojan Magnums, there'd be a lot less ignorant motherfuckers out here. Just saying.
If people used the right size condoms, we could prevent a lot of unplanned pregnancies. How about that?
That's correct. Yeah.
There are a lot of people buying Magnums when they should not be buying them.
They should actually be like in a library reading a book. Thank you. I'm just saying, not everybody needs to be a parent. I'm telling you right now. See that shit all the time, right? I'm like that white lady on TV. No. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. I do apologize. My bad. My error. No air. Shout out to Jordan Sparks. Where you at? That was the only real song I liked from her, to be honest with you.
Rest in peace to the people who passed away from the submarine explosion.
Oh my God. All right. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I say a lot of inappropriate stuff. I do have a feeling that I want to go to heaven at some point. That little sentence right there will ensure the fact that me and Miss Sapphire will be in hell for your entertainment for eternal damnation. Where did that come up from, dude? Really? Those poor people. That had no business being down.
They paid $250,000 to die.
And they had no business being down there. Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I know the Titanic was like, you motherfucker. Now you're going to be down here with us. That is terrible.
You talk about me and that's what you said.
Once again, you take a really good topic and you take it away from me. And I'm just so fucking fed up with that. You could have wrote that on a paper, just had it to me to say that shit. But no, you had to take it yourself. You know what? The emasculation of the Mr. Mandingo, because Miss Sapphire's just fucking shit up.
How am I emasculating you? We have 2 mics turned up at the same volume.
Yeah, but you got all the good lines, and I'm just sitting here like babbling about shit. You're taking all the good lines. I would have never thought about the submarine part. Let me tell you, that shit was just so out of my mind. Actually, side note, people are forgetting about that whole Alabama thing now already. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And see, that's another thing as well, too. Black folks, going off on tangent for a second. We have short attention spans. We have short memories, man. Short memories. When Rodney King got the shit beat out of him, we was just talking about that all the way around. Not now. That poor dude. Shout out to that dude that had to throw his hat up in the air. That's a signal now, right? Whenever I'm in trouble, I just throw my hat up in the air. And then black folks come running.
Like the Batman signal.
Yo, dude, let me tell you. It's like a caricature of like the dude throwing his hat up in the air. Just put that in the sky. And people come running. Yo, shout out to Batman. I like Batman. The Christian Bale Batman, not the other one. The other one's bullshit. Just saying.
I like Joker better.
Listen, it's an old saying that I heard. Growing up listening to Batman, but realizing as an adult the Joker was right, or the Joker made more sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Yeah, shout out to Heath Ledger. Rest in peace, bro. That's right. That is a doornail, but rest in peace.
Oh my God.
Word, he is dead. We didn't tell you. He passed on.
But you don't have to say it like that. It's totally different from the submarine thing.
Why? They're all dead. What are you talking about?
But those people paid to die.
Well,
Heath Ledger had mental health issues.
And substance issues.
From mental health.
Okay. Listen, as Black people, and I hate to generalize, we all have some sort of mental health issue that we got to deal with.
But Heath Ledger wasn't Black. He was white.
But still, not all of us resort to drugs to try to calm it. And God forbid we don't kill ourselves either. Because dude killed himself and he left his wife and his kid and everything. Nah, you know what? All right, we going off on tangents. But shout out to Heath Ledger and Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams?
Yeah, that was his girlfriend / wife.
Oh.
Yo, she used to live in Brooklyn. I think she's still in Brooklyn. I don't know what address. I would just give the address and give her a shout out, but I don't know where it's at. So shout out Michelle Williams. You're looking out, my sister. All right, anyway. Okay, so I know you wanted to share something else, ma'am.
What did I want to share?
I don't know. I'm doing all the talking here. You need to come up with it so you can figure it out.
What else?
Okay, while you're thinking, I'm gonna sing.
Okay.
Do. Shoobop. My baby, ooh. Seems like a mighty long time. But my voice is deep like no reason. Yeah. Hey. WWBBLLS. Quiet storm. Before your time.
It's not before my time.
Shout out to the over 50 crowd that know what I just said. See, the young ones be like, what? What's that? Like, sit your ass down. Read a book. Thank you. Shout out to Vaughn Harper. Rest in peace. Quiet storm. Why are you looking at me like you don't know what I'm talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's the guy who says it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Vaughn Harper. That's his name.
I didn't know he died.
Yeah, he's been dead for a couple of years, man. But he's like 90 or some shit like that. So
wasn't he like the host?
Yeah, he was the host of Quiet Storm. Yeah, it would come on.
Yeah.
He would have Smokey Robinson singing in the background.
I love that song.
I know. Mr. High Yellow himself. Shout out. Just say. Oh, baby. Ooh. Seems like a mighty long time. I can't remember who sung that song, but I used to sing that song to my kids all the time. Like, Daddy, sing that again. I'm like, nah, son. Give me $5 and I'll sing it. Your brother on a budget. Anyway. So, do you remember what you were saying, or do I need to keep going off on tangents?
No. I'll find something.
No. Well, how about sticking to the topic? How about that?
How about you stick to the topic?
I'm trying to, but I'm waiting for you. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to stick to the topic. I'm going to do something that you are not doing, ma'am.
Let's hear this.
I'm going to stick to the topic.
Mm-hmm.
For all my brothers out there who may have got offended, it is not my intention to offend you. It's just something as an older African-American gentleman / Black or whatever you want to call it, excuse me, that notices that. And a lot of people my generation and my age tend to pick that up because they talk about that kind of stuff. But it doesn't mean, and I say this with all due respect, doesn't mean we don't love you, brothers. All right? We all need to be on the same page. We all need to support each other and stuff like that. It's just an opinion. There are people who make fun of my dress and how I dress, like the baggy jeans and the shirt or whatever and stuff. Like, dude, that's like in the 80s and 90s. And hey, where's FUBU at?
Someone made fun of you because of that?
Yeah. What kind of bullshit is that? I'm like, you motherfucker. You was a sperm by the time I was doing stuff. You need to shut your ass up. No, but I mean, listen, it's generational. It's culture. 20 years from now, they'll probably be making fun of, we're making fun of them now, but I'm just saying 20 years from now, they'll be making fun of something else as well, too. And that's, it is what it is, man. But like I said, as Black people, and I say this to all Black people in the sound of my voice, nothing against white people or anybody else. By the way, Hispanics are Black. Just to let you know that. We all need to be on the same page. Plain and simple.
Yes.
Okay. I'm done. So I'll hand it over to Miss Sapphire, who still looks confused, but it's all right.
I don't look confused.
Okay. I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm going to say keep my mouth shut.
You can't do that.
You know what? You're right. I'm going to sing a song. Yeah, you got me. All right.
All right. You know what? So when I think about the emasculation of Black men, I think about how the Black homes aren't set up.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. Go ahead.
So
let's hear this. Yeah. I know where this is going. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think about like the absence of the family structure, which is the bone of contention or the source of issue for a lot of people who like grew up in broken homes, quote unquote. Even though you can have a 2-parent home and it still be a broken home because there's a lack of structure there.
Okay.
And with just like a breakdown in communication, things of that nature, it stems from so many different things. It could be generational. It could be not having a parent in the home. So when I think about stuff like that, and like women, like Black women who are having children with Black men, and then the men are absent. That's what I think about when I think about the emasculation of Black men.
Okay.
And it's not just about, oh, you didn't have a father in the home, and so now this is what you want to continue to do for your children. It's a matter of a choice that people make.
Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, there's some valid points with that. It is and stuff like that. I mean, okay, let me go off on this sense and stuff like that. You know, whenever you hear about a broken home or a home doesn't have the nuclear family, you know, husband, wife, 2.5 kids, dog, and stuff like that. And when there's an absence of it, unfortunately, the first thought that comes to people's minds is people of color. And, you know, again, like I said, I grew up, my dad was around, but he did his thing. And, you know, my mom held it down. Shout out to her. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to my dad as well, too. But I mean, again, like I said, you know what? You could, and I say this with all due respect, you could have a really shitty home and still hold it together. But yeah, it would be great to have dad in the home. It'd be great to have mom in the home. It'd be great where everybody got along and sung kumbaya, but real life doesn't work like that. And, you know, as a kid growing up in that kind of household, me and my brother, we had to sort of do what we had to do. He was a good one. He went to school. He stayed out of trouble. I'm the one that just like, hey, I'm you know what? I'm going to the library at like 8:00 at night on a Friday. And my mom's like, dude, really? Come on, son. You think I was born yesterday, motherfucker? Come on, really? No, but I mean, again, like I said, you're dealt the hand that you get. You're dealt the hand that you have to deal with. Plain and simple. I mean, again, it would have been great to have a 2-parent household. It would have been wonderful to talk to my dad about sex and being a male and growing up, but I didn't have it. I had to learn other ways and stuff like that. And, you know, unfortunately with kids, and I tell people all the time, especially with kids that I know, it's not like I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm going to tie this up. They're at a real disadvantage. You think we may have had it hard when we were kids or growing up? These kids got it a lot worse. You know, mom situations, dad situations and stuff like that. I mean, just all kind of stuff, peer pressure, all that kind of stuff as well, too. Watch me tie this up. So going back to the original topic as well as stuff like that, kids have to learn from a variety of sources. And it's what they're comfortable with. It's who they want to deal with. It's who they respect as well, too. And it may not be, and I'm being honest straight up, it may not be the most stable and stuff like that, but it's what they know. It's like with gang members. When I used to work with kids and gang members and stuff like that, that was an extension of a family. You know, yeah, they were robbing people and selling drugs and killing people and stuff, but that's all they knew because that was their family. Same thing with this situation as well, too, and stuff like that. And again, it's, you know, when you're growing up, you have to learn from something or someone. And again, unfortunately, TV is a wonderful teacher, even if it's not the best way to do it, to be honest with you, and stuff like that. I mean, that's why music, you know, people who you interact with, people in the community, things that you see and stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot of power it's a lot of stuff for a kid to sort of like absorb and stuff like that, especially if it's not necessarily the most conducive or the most constructive, to be honest with you. I hate to say kids are impressionable, but they are. I mean, all kids are impressionable to a certain extent, but some are more than others. You know, and, you know, you see so much. I mean, I can't even name somebody halfway famous now because truthfully, I don't pay attention to it. That's all they know. You know, and then, you know, I use my kids as an example. You know, they had their mom, they had myself, you know, regardless of issues that we may have had, they knew that they had 2 parents that were there and are willing to hold it down and they could learn from it. If they were kids now, they would have a problem. They would, because kids can be impressionable. They see stuff on TV, music and stuff like that. Tying it again to Black males and stuff like that, they're impressionable as well, too. They see stuff, they want to emulate it, they think it's cool, they want to do it. I will say, no offense to Prince, you know, God bless him and stuff like that. Nobody really like wanted to be Prince, you know, the way he dressed and the way he sort of presented. But I mean, don't get me wrong, he got a lot of ass, but I'm just saying, you know, you don't see 2 people in a club walking around looking like Prince. Let's be honest. For
a second, I thought you said he had a lot of ass, like a fat ass.
No, he got a lot of ass. He got a lot of tail, ma'am. He got some mugambo.
What the hell is mugambo?
Some chocha to all our Spanish people. Shout out to all the Spanish people out there. Yo, I think we pretty much offended everybody. I think we got everybody. Yo, are we missing somebody or what?
The whites.
I love the whites, boy. Let me tell you. First slavery, then the white chair. Let me tell you. Boy, let me tell you. I know Lincoln's like, damn, I fucked up. For real. Shout out to the penny because nobody really uses that anymore. So just saying. We just need to keep a list on how many people we offended during this show because there's a lot of people. Mm-hmm. But it makes people think. And that, honestly, if we can do that, then you know what? I'm okay with that. If people can't tell the difference between satire and being serious, then I feel very, very sorry for you. Just my opinion. Okay. Just putting it out there, educating the people. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. Yeah. Teddy Pendergrass. Thank you. Dude, whatever happened to him?
He died.
Oh, okay. All right,
you should know that.
Dude, I don't know what happened an hour ago. You asked me something that happened like 20 years ago. I don't know. We know all kind of stuff. Do you feel like we've talked about this topic enough, man? You feel comfortable with it?
I think we'll have a part 2, definitely.
Of course. All right, listen. Educate, enlighten, and entertain in that order. In fact, it doesn't matter what order. As long as you get those 3, then you're good, man. And like I said, not everything has to be serious. Not everything has to be like over the top and stuff like that. If you can think about the points that we brought up that was serious, then we're good, man. We're all right. If you don't like the humor, I don't give a fuck. But if you don't like it, you just don't like it. So, but yeah, listen, man. Education is the key, man. Same way I can learn from you, you can learn from me and vice versa in the whole thing.
Yes.
Real talk, all right?
All right.
All right, then. But anyway, though, so are we wrapping up, ma'am?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Trying to think of, I know I gave a saying before and stuff like that, but I want to try to think something. You have something on your mind that you want to share or no? Okay, while you do that, I'll give me a chance to find up a saying. Because you want to take like 2 minutes?
I am not going to take 2 minutes.
All
Actually,
right.
Let me get something from Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, Facebook, though. Isn't it called Meta now?
Yes.
You know what? That dude owns Facebook. Boy, let me tell you, if I could go back in time. Ooh, hey, how you feel about this? Ready? Mm-hmm. Arrogance requires advertising. Confidence speaks for itself. Okay, fine. Fuck
Sounds
it.
good. Sounds good.
That's all right. I don't like that shit now. Fuck it. You made that face.
What?
Ooh.
All right, I have one.
Ooh, I got one too. Go ahead.
People are so used to others being indirect and phony that clear and direct communication appears aggressive.
That's true. That's true. I will give that to you. You know what? Actually, I'm thinking, just as a side note.
Happened to me this week.
I know. And we're going to talk about it. Not at this time, but we're going to talk about it because that takes up a whole show. And this saying that I saw, again, it's somewhat personal and stuff like that to me personally, but I want to run it by you if that's okay. Mm-hmm. You'll never truly know how damaged a person is until you try to love them. Very true. Yep. Okay. I'm all right with that.
We could do a podcast episode on that.
You know what? Be careful. We keep running out of material. We want to do this. That might be next week's episode. Keep going, yo. But you know what? Again, like I said, black men, black women, we were here in the beginning. We'll be here at the end. You're supposed to respect everybody, love everybody, understand that. But because we're both black, oh, look at that. Somebody's about to pick somebody up. I spoke too soon. See, there you go. That's what I'm talking. And that literally is in the background. That's not a prop or nothing like that. Popo come looking for y'all. But I won't turn you in. Snitches get stitches. Remember that.
And if you see the police, warn a brother.
Warn a brother. Oh my God, like Warner Brothers. Oh my God, that's such a play on that stuff. That's fantastic.
I know we're wrapping things up, but fun fact, these people, it was a black-owned company that came out with
FUBU?
No, it was a t-shirt branding company. Mm-hmm. And they had a shirt with the Warner Brother logo on it, and it says, "If you see the police, Warner Brother."
Yeah, I've seen it.
And they actually got a cease and desist letter from Warner Brother Studios to stop producing the shirt.
Okay, can I say something? I don't blame them because they're making money off a name like that.
Yeah, and I wish I bought the shirt, but I think it was like in the early 2000s.
The funny thing is that you can see it's satire. You can see what it is and stuff like that. But because people are so, Warner Brothers, shout out to them, that they're so tight about it that they had to go get a cease and desist order to shut that shit down. Yeah. That just tells you a lot and stuff like that. And you know what? Listen, black folks as a whole, can I say something? Mm-hmm. We ain't going anywhere. So I'll just get used to it. I'll just get used to us being here, bro. Just telling you stuff like that. But anyway, my sister, we good?
Yes, we are.
All right. Blessings to you all. Continue to watch out for each other, love each other, and On behalf of Miss Sapphire, I am Mr. Mandingo. Peace and blessings to you always. One.